Figueiredo, what just happened there? Hey, are you guys watching this card? I believe that Joe Rogan just misspoke. But it sounded like he just promised Figueiredo a title shot. Now, I say that playfully because I happen to be in the building and people are turning their heads thinking, whoa, was that coming through Joe's earpiece and Figueiredo is now the #1 contender? No, the answer is no. He misspoke, but it's a very good win. Figueiredo going out there and getting over on Cody. Make sure you understand a couple of things. And I watched this fight with a gal that just got up and left, Sarah, who is Figueiredo's manager. So she reminded me of a couple of things. First, Figueiredo has only been at 135 pounds one other time, and that was against Rob Font. And Rob Font was number 3 in the world and a #1 contender himself within the last couple of years. So now to come out over Garbrandt, a world champion in the weight class, Figueiredo being a former world champion, like Joe Rogan's suggestion is not that far off. It's a pretty remarkable thing what Figueiredo just did, but I really want to bring something to you guys' attention. There's only 2 fights tonight where the athlete called for them. Pierre called for his fight. Pierre said, I want to fight at 300. He offered it to Adesanya. He offered to go up himself and take on Tom Aspinall. Ultimately, the return of Jamal Hill. And the other one is Cody Garbrandt. Cody Garbrandt stood in the same arena, in that same ring. I happened to be there live for it. After his last victory, and he called out Deiveson Figueiredo for UFC 300. And what do you know? 2 guys got exactly what they asked for. And by the way, they're the only 2 guys that asked for it. I think there's a relevance there. Cody Garbrandt, even in defeat, I mean, he swung up. He went to find himself a really hard fight. He's a former world champion, so he went after another former world champion. And the only thing that has ever been called into question in Cody Garbrandt's entire career is when he gets stubborn and gets in a shootout. And every now and then he gets hit on the chin unless he's fast enough to hit the other guy on his. And I say that to you tonight because he didn't do that. He wasn't stubborn. He did expand his career. He did expand his repertoire of techniques and tools. And even if this backfired, I just want to bring to your attention, Cody fought a lot safer fight tonight. If you're a Cody Garbrandt believer, if you're a fan like I am, it's very important that he finds and explores other avenues in this sport aside from lefts and right hands with your feet planted right in the middle of the octagon. And tonight he did that. And sure, when you go do something new, it takes a little time. I mean, imagine the rust on that skill set that he hasn't used in years. When's the last time you saw Cody Garbrandt on bottom? I mean, in all fairness, give him a break. Give him a little bit of grace here. He called for the fight, he got the fight. He came out for an entertaining display, he had an entertaining display. He wanted to break his stubbornness and come up with a new strategy. He did all of those things against a very hard opponent. UFC 300 is off to a great start.